Hi guys, it's Jolene. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the most impactful books that I've read this entire year or in the past. There's 4 total, so let's just get into it. Alright, so the first one I'm going to talk about, I don't actually have it here, so I can't show you a picture of it, but it's called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Conmari. I might be saying her name wrong. Basically, it's a book about how decluttering your life is beneficial to you. So in the book, she lays out why she's doing it, how she got into it, and techniques to use for tidying up. This was so impactful for me. It literally changed my life. Like, not even kidding, the title is completely true. I've decluttered my entire life. It has brought me so much less stress by not having things around in the area, tidying up basically, and basically showing you why you should be getting rid of certain things or why you don't need to hold on to half-used shampoo that doesn't bring you joy or something else. Whatever that's not bringing you joy, basically she tells you that why are you keeping around, why are you holding on to it in your life. And it was literally so life-changing. I've tidied my entire house, I've cleaned every single room, and it just feels so good. It's like a weight has lifted off your shoulders once you get rid of stuff. It's amazing. The reason why I don't have this book is because I've gifted it to more than one person, and so I don't have my original copy that I purchased, so I'll put a picture right here. Alright, so the next book that I want to show you is The China Study. You can see it there, it's flipped. But this book was very influential to me when I first went vegan. So basically this book is the most comprehensive study of nutrition ever conducted. Now, it is a fairly large book. It was written by Colin Campbell and Thomas Campbell. I'm probably saying their names wrong. And so basically they did this study throughout many years in China, and it shows the benefits of eating a plant-based diet, not eating milk ingredients, not eating dairy, not eating basically a Western diet. And so it's very comprehensive. Like, it gives diagrams, if you can see it there, it gives diagrams of how they tested everything, the percentages of causation to certain diseases, etc., etc. And the chapter on obesity, basically why a plant-based diet is the most healthy diet for you to eat. From reading this book, I would literally never eat dairy again. And try to tell people that there is research done for plant-based diets and why they're healthier, etc., etc. So this book was really, really beneficial to me. I'd like to read it again even. So one of the quotes I found in the book was, I'll just read it to you, but very impactful. So the quote goes, "It's illegal in most countries around the world to treat cancer patients with nutritional therapy." Now that is very important. The only legal treatments in these countries are surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy. Now, this basically tells you why and how the pharmaceutical industry is controlling basically everything, and cancer, diseases, etc., etc. So that statement alone affected me to my very core. I think it's very important for other people to learn about these things, these issues, do the research, look up your choices, why you're doing them, and be knowledgeable about these things, and that the mass media is not telling you. Alright, education and not medication. Alright, so I would highly recommend this book. It's a great book. can't already tell. Now, the third book I'm going to show you is very big. This book is Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss. Now, I've read a couple of his books, or this one and The 4-Hour Workweek. This one I read at the beginning of the year and I'd like to read again. It's a very easy read. It is the tactics, routines, and habits of billionaires, icons, and world-class performers. Now this book here, I'll just show you a little bit. It's broken up into very easy, manageable sections, so you don't have to read the book right through. You can just skip to a section that you'd like. There's a healthy section here, a wealthy section. Healthy section, wealthy section, and the wise section. Now this book contains basically a little snippet of interviews that Tim Ferriss interviewed these people, obviously, all around the world. So basically people are good at what they do and how they've become good at what they do. So there's anyone from Seth Rogen, some others that you might know. Basically just people who have done amazing things or made lots of money or are very wise or very wealthy. There's over 100 people, I don't know how many. Tony Robbins, Seth Rogen, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just lots of people. And some people you haven't even heard of that didn't even know did amazing things. So that's cool. This book, it basically shows you techniques that they do, tips that they have, books that they've read that maybe you want to read. And then it does this cool little thing with gives their spirit animal. So this person's is a silver fox. So anyways, it was a really good book. There's lots of neat little tips on how to raise $100,000 in 10 days. Who wouldn't want to do that? And among other things, it was basically just really useful. He gives all the resources, places that they like, etc. It was a good book. It is a big read and you don't have to read all at once. Like I said, you can pick and choose the topics you want to read, or maybe you want to read about how Casey Neistat became famous and is amazing at vlogs. It gives tips, quotes from them. He asks all sorts of questions, interviewed them for a really long time. Strategies they do to calm down, their daily routines, the most powerful quote, among other things. Basically super helpful, and why not model people who have been successful. I'll probably read this book again. Alright, so that was the third book. Now the fourth book is not quite a book, but a daily planner. This little planner is called the Passion Planner. I got this in April of this year, so I've only had it for like 8 months, if that. And it has literally changed my life. And I'm not being dramatic. I've gotten more done in the past 8 months and even 4 or 5 months that I've been using this planner than I have in the last 3 years. And it helped me complete goals. It basically makes you plan out your weeks, what's going to be the most effective thing you do that week, plans out your months, makes priority projects, people to see, and then every month there's a monthly reflection. So you can basically determine how well you've done that month. This was really helpful for me. I realized how much I was getting done by writing everything down in this planner, planning it out, sorry, keeping track of my habits, etc. And yeah, I love it. It has a little flap in the back here. You can see, you can design it however you'd like, put stickers. Mine is not too exciting, just lots of check marks, crossing things off, my work schedule. But yeah, it's super helpful. I would recommend everyone and anyone to get one of these. Look at how busy this week was. You can get free copies online. They offer a free PDF of any page you want or pages, as well as other trackers like water, habit trackers, little calendars, that sort of thing. So yeah, I would recommend it. I already got mine for next year, for 2018. I actually chose the black one. This is the compact version. There is a larger version, like probably double in size. But I like this one. I can bring it wherever I need. I can write notes, anything I think of. I can put stuff in the back. So yeah, this entire year I've kept track. One of my goals in 2017, one of my New Year's resolutions was I was gonna read 12 books. So I drew them all out and every time I read a book I would fill in one of these little books here. Now as you can see, I have 2 levels here. So when I finished this level, this was 12 books, so I completed reading 12 books in a year, and this is pretty amazing for me because I haven't read a book since high school basically. So this entire year I've read over 16 books, including the ones that I've mentioned today. So yeah, it's been a pretty successful year. I'm excited for 2018. I can't wait to use my passion planner, read more books, learn more about myself, about other things. I might be getting the new Tim Ferriss book, Tribe of Mentors. It sounds really good. It seems very similar to Tools of Titans, but a little different. He's gotten different people on it, as well as some of the same people, but he basically asks them 11 questions, the best $100 you've ever spent, etc. So yeah, those are the books that were very influential to me. I'd recommend all 4. But if you can't get one, you can always get the free version of this, and basically you just print out the PDF, and yeah, I would recommend. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!